Hello everyone. So in this lecture we will study about higher order differential equation with constant coefficient and the method of finding the general solution, that is by using complementary function. Okay, so we will study the concept of complementary function in this lecture. So first of all, the general form of higher order differential equation is given by C0d raised to n by dxn and so on. This is the general form for higher order differential equation. But in that, if you substitute d by dx equal to capital D, then what you will get? C0d capital D raised to n plus C1 capital D raised to n minus 1 up to Cny equal to f of x. Okay. But solution of this differential equation is given by y equal to complementary function plus particular integral. So in this lecture we will study how to find complementary function, and in next lecture we will study how to find particular integral. Okay. So method of finding complementary function. For any given auxiliary equation, તમને કોઈ પણ auxiliary equation આપેલું હોય d square y minus 2dy plus 3y equal to x square plus 1, for example, this equation is given to you. Then you can take y common, so you will get d square minus 2d plus 3 equal to x square plus 1. And you have to substitute d capital D equal to m, then you will get the characteristic equation. Okay, so what will be the characteristic equation? M square minus 2m plus 3 equal to 0. And after solving this, you will get the roots. And based on that roots, you can find the complementary function. So there are different cases for finding complementary functions. So case number 1 is, whenever you are given such equation that solve the y double dash plus 11y dash plus 10y, that is y double dash is nothing but d square and d is nothing but d by dx. Okay, always remember that capital D is nothing but d by dx. Okay, so this form is given to you, and if you will put capital D equal to m in this equation, then you will get characteristic equation, that is m square plus 11m plus 10 equal to 0. And further factoring it, you will get m equal to minus 1 and minus 10. So, based on this, our case number 1 is that if the roots of auxiliary equation are real and distinct, you can see that the roots of the equation, auxiliary equation, are real and distinct. One is m1 is minus 1 and m2 is minus 10. Okay. Then you can see that both the roots are real and distinct. So from that you can find complementary function CF equal to C1 e raised to m1x plus C2 e raised to m2x and so on. If you have m3, then again you can write C3 into e raised to m3x and so on. So that will be the final complementary function for any given such equation. So what we will get here? C1 e raised to m1 is minus 1. So C1 e raised to minus x plus C2 e raised to minus 10x. Okay. So m1 and m2 ની હેલ્પથી આપણે આમાં જ્યારે વેલ્યુઝ પુટ કરશું તો આપણને ડાયરેક્ટલી કોમ્પ્લિમેન્ટરી ફંક્શન એ જે એક ઇક્વેશન આપેલું છે એનું મળી જશે. Okay. So the case 1 was for real and distinct root. So now case number 2. In case number 2, you have to, we have the roots real but not distinct. Okay, we have roots real, all the roots are real, that is 1, 1, 1, but they are not distinct, they are same. So during that time, we will use the case number 2. For example, this equation is given to you, and whenever you will solve that equation, you will get 1, 1, 1. It means that roots are real, but they are not distinct. So during that time, your formula of complementary function will be C1 e raised to m1x plus x into C2 e raised to m2x plus x square into C3 e raised to m3x plus x cube into C4 and on so on. But here we have 3 terms, that is m1, m2 and m3. So we will write 3 terms here. So your complementary function will be C1 e raised to m1x. m1 is 1 only, so it is C1 e raised to x plus x into C2 e raised to x plus x square into C3 e raised to. So third case is for the complex roots. Then during that time your complementary function will be e raised to alpha x into C1 cos beta x plus C2 sin beta x. So from this you can see that this is our alpha. Alpha is 2 and beta is 3. You don't have to consider the sign during when you are finding beta. Okay, so your alpha will be overall for both this equation, your alpha will be 2 and beta will be 3. And then you have to put both these values in this. So you will get the complementary function for the complex roots. So what you will get, e raised to alpha x, alpha is 2. So e raised to 2x into c1 cos 3x plus c2 sin 3x, because value of beta is 3. Okay. And the fourth case is if the roots are same and complex. Roots are complex and also they are same, then during that time we will use this formula. That is e raised to alpha x, c1 plus xc2 cos beta x plus c3 plus xc4 sin beta x. For example, the given question is like this, that is d square plus 1 whole square y equal to 0. Then we will put d equal to m to get the characteristic equation. So whenever you will solve it, you will get m equal to plus or minus I and another also m equal to plus or minus I. So during that time, we will use this complementary function, that is this fourth case, that is complementary function of such type of equation will be e raised to alpha x, but here alpha is 0. So e raised to 0, c1 plus xc2 cos beta x, our beta is 1. So you have to put cos x and again here c3 plus xc4 sin x. Value of e raised to 0 is 1. So we will get this final complementary function. So there are 4 cases of finding complementary functions based on the roots, and now we will see the 2 examples based on them. So example 1 is solve y double dash plus 4y dash plus 4 equal to 0, and it is given that y0 equal to 1 and y dash 0 equal to 1. So from this you can get the characteristic equation, that is m square plus 4m plus 4 equal to 0, and solving it you will get minus 2 comma minus 2. But here the roots are real but not distinct, means they are same, so it is not distinct. So what we will use? We will use case number 2. So what we will get? The general solution, c1 e raised to minus m1x, this is our m1 and this is our m2, plus x c2 e raised to minus m2x. And if I take e raised to minus 2x common, this is the final general solution which I will get. Now what is given? Y is 0, 1. It means that value of y is 1 and x is 0. So if I put value here, then y is 1. And if you put x equal to 0, then you will get c1 only. Similarly, you have to find y dash 0 equal to 1. So what will be the y dash 0? It means I have to derive this term. Then I will get y dash. So y dash will be, and then putting the values, that is y dash, value of y dash is 1 and x is 0. If you will put the value, you will get this term. But c1 is again 1. Okay, so you will get c2 equal to 3. So final solution will be y equal to 1 plus 3x e raised to minus 2x. That is, I have substituted value of c1 and c2 here in this equation. Okay, so I got the final answer. And the last example, 16y double dash minus 8y dash plus 5y equal to 0. If I solve this equation, then I will get the roots 1 by 4 plus or minus 1 by 2i. Okay. So here what I got, here I will use case number 3, that is for the complex roots. So our general solution will be e raised to alpha x, but alpha is 1 by 4 and beta is 1 by 2. So here I will get c1 cos beta x plus c2 sin beta x. Beta is 1 by 2 and alpha is 1 by 4. You just have to substitute in the general solution of CF. So this is your CF. Okay. So I hope you understood the concept of complementary function in the higher order differential equation. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me. So thank you everyone.